Hello, well, thank you for coming back. Good to see you. Today I want to do some collaging on the 12 by 12 papers that are going into the larger book, which you've seen previously on the channel. And I've recently got this PaperPaperPaper book, and I want to use some of the retro pieces that are in here. I didn't realise, so when I first saw this, it was £25, and I thought that was an awful lot of money for a book of paper that I was going to cut up. But that was a while ago, and I got it for £18 recently. And then when I got it home and saw how thick it is, I don't actually think £25 is an unreasonable price. That said, I'm very pleased I only paid £18 for it. I'm sure you've all seen it. They have different versions of it. This is the retro version. This is the one that stood out to me and that I liked. There's so many different things in here. So we have journals that I am going to take out. I've just ruined that paper with my varnish. Let's see if I can take it off with the... Nope. Okay. Hopefully that's not going to be a running theme throughout this. I haven't decided what I want to use, but I do know I've got some colouring pens that I'd like to see if I can use them with it. But I need to see which items I'm going to choose and what their colour palette is before I use them. So let's just get out some of this stuff that is padding it out. I thought there was one more. Yes, here we go. I haven't opened these, so I don't know what they're like. I have opened the books, which are really cool, so I'm really happy with those. Let's try and get this off. But yes, I've been looking forward to playing with it, but I've looked at it and quite a few of the pieces are big, so it's difficult to then incorporate them, although they're 12 by 12 papers. I don't want to just put down one piece of paper and then fill the whole thing. Let's have a look at the papers that we get here. That's cool. Tape recorders. I am of an age where I remember tape recorders. Putting the old pen in and twirling it to get it back together. I need to find out that Cliff Richard has jumped in the middle of it. Now that is cool. I really like that. Isn't that cool? That's lovely. I'm going to have to think of something to do with that. I think these are just swirly whirlies. Yeah, I won't focus on them too long in case they go funny on the camera. Liking the mustard. That's very all-a-keely, isn't it? So that's that. Those. Oh, I've got some more. Let's have a look. Like that. I like that. Perhaps do something with that. I don't like the tongue out. That's not of that era, is it? It's more muted. Oh, that's pretty. On the back. I like that. Put that to the side. That might be an option as a background. Lovely. I like yellow. Yellow's nice. Cut around that. And then it's got a tape deck in it, so that was a fancy thing back in its day, wasn't it? I think most of us were just used to these sort of things. Nice colour on the back. Quite like that. Again, it's a bit too funky for my eyeballs, but I like the colour on the back. Now, these are the notepads. I like these. I thought they would just be lined pads, but everything in this book they've gone the extra mile with. They're not just notepads, they've got cool decoration in them. See, just funky. You wouldn't mind pulling this out, would you, in a shopper? Oh, beautiful. I think I've already got a 12 by 12 in that pattern, you know. I don't know what collection it came from, but I'm sure I do. And then this is the other one. That's nice. Like that. It's a bit me, that is. I'm sure there was a TV programme or something like that, kids' TV programme. That's the dog. Lovely. Right, so they're those. Let's get those out of the way. Right, this is the 12 by 12. I've got two bits out because for the background, I'm thinking of perhaps using some pens just to splodge in the background rather than getting messy like we all know I like to do. Not those colours so much. I think these are more the tone that I'm after. There's 3 in each pen. They're the Tricolour Spectrum Noir pens. I don't know if you can see that properly there. All the different colours there. So I might put some stuff in the background. Do you know, I really like yellow TV, so that might be a good starting point. Because 12 by 12 is a large space to fill, isn't it? That somehow just looks completely out of place. Completely out of place with everything else. There are stickers in here as well. That's banana varnish, fantastic. They've got pages of stickers. They've got pages that you can cut out and put in a frame. Stickers there for putting on presents. Individual circular stickers. Yellow. What was that? Envelopes. You can make envelopes in here. They've got bookmarks. See, I'm liking that. Cut out and put in that maybe. I was looking at this earlier. I don't know. I don't want to rush it, but equally, I don't want to take forever over it either. And I'm sure, oh, they got that. They've got the whole TV instead of just partial. Let's see if they've got another one. It's a shame that's across the front. So they have got some repeats here, but that's okay. Pages perforated for you to pull them out. These are that is so cool. But that's not the colour that I'm going for on this one. See, that's a sticker of that, like that. And these stickers, they're all stickers. I'm coming back to that. See, that to me, that doesn't go either. Let's take both of these out. And then let's see where we end up. That was more successful than I thought. Also looking at this one here. I like that, but it's got lines across it. I'm very tentative here. Like that. So I like that as well. literally have no idea where we're going to end up with this. I'm wondering if we should put one of the bigger papers on the background to take off the harshness. Do you use this as... And how's that going to work with putting those on? Nope. Nope. Right. We're going to use blank paper. And we're going to just go for it. Right. I do want to see if these colours go, though, because that can take off some of the harshness of the back. Let's layer things up. I feel like just ripping that down there. But let's see. Should I cut some of these out? I could probably do it. Are they all in a straight line? Of course, I've moved my ruler. Of course. Let me try and move. This is not for paper cutting, but let me see if they are all... No, see, they're not straight, are they? Okay, in which case we should cut them by hand, which was our intent anyway. Right, so like that. If I put that, it's too square, isn't it? I can still get those on the background, can't I, if I cut that out? I can have the best of both worlds. This wasn't the direction I thought I was going, but... These are, I'm not going to worry about that aerial at the moment. We can come back for that if it needs it. These are tailor's scissors, not paper scissors. And I think this is the first time I've used them. And they cut really well, as you would expect. And we can't blame the scissors for my inability to cut on a straight line though. Or cut on a line. There we are. Round. Now I do have some red liner tape. We also have just some glue. Might just use the glue to get this down. I should really crack out the glass mat, shouldn't I? That would be my next thing. Let's do that and turn that the other way so we don't forget those. And get into the nooks and crooks here. As you can see, my table is already battered from all sorts of crafty adventures, so I don't want to... I've got a glass mat to help protect it, and I really should use it. Craft tables shouldn't be pristine, but equally shouldn't go out of our way to damage them either. Right, let's see if we can actually get this wheel to look like a wheel. Concentration on my face is quite ridiculous. There we go. Not perfect, but not bad either. Oh, crash bash. There we go. Right. Did we need the aerial? Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. I don't think so. Let's see. So if we put that there. This nail varnish is not good on paper, is it? Put that there. Let's see. Apparently I can't talk and cut out fine lines. It's quite tense, isn't it? I need to remember these are very sharp scissors. There we go. That's the end of that. We might be able to save it. Might have to just go and open the back door in a moment. Oh, blimey, Riley. I don't think this aerial is destined to sit back on this car, is it? I don't think I want my fingers getting that gluey. Do we know where it was? Was this the end of it? I'm going to draw it on. Well, we'll keep that stuff there. And then it might be a case of just drawing it on. Right. So, that's there. That's there. And get some of these cut out. go. Lovely. Now I don't think my TV is going to work, though I think there was a sticker, so we might be able to do that. Would that look weird up there? That is that car, isn't it? I don't know if it would just make it look weird. Let's find out. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so that's that. I need colour there. That's what we were going to do, weren't we? We were going to test it on this paper. So, what colour are we thinking? Quite like the thought of orange. Or flamed red. What's this? Warm or fiery? No, too dark. I thought they'd be brighter. Okay, this is what I've got this colour. That's what I've got this for, isn't it? Right. So, I've got that colour. I don't want to stick these down yet, so they are going to fly off annoyingly until I've done it. So I would just be splodging it on there. I don't know if that will look good or not good. Add a bit of colour. Obviously we won't have the harsh edges, we'll have the fluffy edges like on the other one. Now that bit of paper. I feel like this needs to pop. Don't know whether or not to do some black around it. Perhaps I'll put some black around that to make that stand out. Let's do that now before I forget. Do we want black? What colours do we got? What colours do we have? Let's have a look. Oh, I've got some yellow. Mustard seed. That might blend in well, mightn't it? I have to check every now and then that you can actually see me. Oh, look at that. Just take it off around the edges there. Give it a little bit of something. Gone in too far there. It actually gives it kind of an aged look around the edge. I'm not doing this properly, don't do this at home. I'm conscious of how long the video is taking. You're supposed to do it like this, aren't you? I'm conscious of how long the video is, and so I've started rushing. And I shouldn't. I should just take my time and enjoy. I'm trying to get used to crafting on camera, and hopefully you'll notice that I've sorted out the lighting situation. But because I'm conscious of time, I'm making silly mistakes. Although I have to say I didn't quite like that, apart from the splodge. Put that back in there. And let's put that back there. I think that works, to be fair. there, put that there. We're yet to decide on the neon in the background. I want to see if there's stickers. Because I did want a lady, didn't I? Instead of doing the colour down the side with the pen, let's see what this bookmark is all about. I have quite got used to that. Still want some pink in there. Oh, I was going to have the eye. That's where I can get the eye from. It can be in the right place. Let's put her up high enough. Sorry, can you guys see what I'm doing? Putting her on this bookmark slash very long tag. Put her up a bit higher. There. I like that. Get rid of the ends. Quite like that on there. What I do need to do is go around the edges and take the white dots off. You know where you pop it out, the book, you just have white dots on there. See if we can get rid of those. Because it's the little details, isn't it? Ooh, cut it. Ooh. It's the little details, like not having a straight edge, that are going to be jarring to the eyes. That's that one. I've also got to do it to the radio as well, because we've got dots on here which are only highlighted by the ink. Now you can do these. I've seen people do use nail filing to get the edges off as well. However, me and nail files with paper don't seem to work. When I did the decoupage, bit of a disaster, it didn't work with those, so I am sticking to scissors. I do have the decoupage letters up in the house, not on full view display, but they are snaffled away in a corner somewhere. Right, I think that's better. Right, we'll deal with that when we come to glue. And put that under there. Put that on there. Put that up there. Ignore all the scruffly bits. Put that in there. Quite like that, quite like that. And then we were looking at stickers, weren't we? Now, I don't need the eyeball sticker now because we've got that there. She would bring in the colour here, wouldn't she? If we do that on the square, like that. I'm quite happy with how that looks. I don't want to do too much all at once just because I really like the stuff. I'm now after a black pen. Ooh, what's that now? This might be too thick. I think this is going to be way too thick. But there we go. Right. Just to make her stand out a little bit. Should have used a biro really. Right, I'm happy. And what I am going to do is put some colour blasts in the background. I still want that up there. I'm thinking perhaps I will use that ink here. Right, so are we going to remember where all of that was placed? That is the question. Colour there to take out that background. Right, so let's start sticking stuff down. Let's get this here. I mean, I do like the back of this as well. That is pretty. I feel like I should try and find this red liner tape. Really, but at least with glue I've got a bit of give, haven't I? So if it's not quite in the corner like I want, I can move it. Whereas with that tape, it's a one-time deal, isn't it? I am gonna leave a bit of that edge in now. I've put some colour on there, just to pop through. I think that's nice. And then let's think about where these are going to go. So she needs to go down first. We did have this little doodad here. I want some more pink pop in there. That's where she's going to go. So I need to stop putting the pen down. Just a little bit further in there. Right, let's put this down. Just because this is heavier, I want to make sure that it holds, being thicker. I don't know how far, I don't know if I'm going to have this hanging over the top, so I won't put any on the top there. Perfect. Okay, so again, this is thicker, so we will use the tape on here. And then these can just be put down with glue. They're only Last bit we will use with red liner tape again. It's thicker. Whilst this balancing act on the back looks fun, I couldn't think of a spread that it would be suitable on. Right, got to the end of the tape. I'll get some more of that ordered. I do have, I'm sure when I ordered it, it was 3 for 2 or something, so I know I've got some more somewhere. It's just a case of finding it in the chaos. I can't. I was using it for something not long ago. I can't remember what for or where I put it. Oh, I know where it is. It's with my journal. Let's see if we can get this. No, didn't get it straight. Ooh. There. All right. Let's trim that off. Arial. How sharp's this pencil? And they're both a bit precarious, aren't they? Alright, we'll give it a go. Ridiculous size ruler for tiny Arial incoming. Right, where was it? It was here, wasn't it? Let's see if we can get this straight. And then it had a little base to it, didn't it? And then just give it a little topper. There we go, I think that looks all right. Now, do I need anything else? Oh, bloody the nail varnish again. I did the nails to come on the thing, the video, and then they did that to me. Right, we all know I'm desperate to use another sticker. Do we need? Ah, it's telephone and telephone, so I don't think we need that, although I'd like the colour of it. It would have been perfect. They're kind of hippie vibes, aren't they? We might have to go with the one I don't like. Only because of the mouth. But those colours blend, don't they? Let's see what it looks like. That's the dog. There we go. I was going to stick that down with tape, but I've run out, haven't I? Colour tape. What side was I doing? That side. Don't know if that even goes, but it fills a gap. Right, done. I'm happy. Do I need to go around the outside of these? Just to give them something. I think I've taken the pencil situation a bit too far now. Right, there we go. Do I? Just put a little line in it. Just one little line. I don't know. Don't think we'll be doing that again. But there. Right, I'm happy with that. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you for spending your time with me. I'll be doing more of this style layout. I want to do some more tags as well. I've got my own tags, but this book obviously came with pre-done tags, which I like, so I'll incorporate those. But yes, thank you very much for your time, and I will see you again soon. Bye.